a bit of a difference in the lineup as well for the side of KOLESIE. We get to introduce ourselves to Exist, who's playing his first game in this event with the team, and the pistol rounds already looking very, very good. Also with a double kill, Innocent with another. Dima will be able to fight back with one, and Crocodile's done the same in towards middle, but the bomb stand-in, right? Because obviously Flay had to go and pursue the international play with 9. So Friend came in. A third round like this, when you have a scout and there's AKs on the other side, you break it very early before they're out top mid. If you break it late, it could be up close and punish you. Same way that Dima's punished the push in towards long. KOLESIE will be able to find a refrag, and now this is B play.
Yeah, great
they
timing on
to
the
go through the smoke.
HyperSpirit indeed want to go past it, disregarding it completely. Good nade, softens them up a little bit, but Innocent needs to make that M4 work. Uses the smoke to cover his own tracks, but could be in trouble here as shots are flying in his direction. That somehow able to avoid all of them. He's got a very interesting angle as soon as the smoke dissipates, and that's exactly what he's able to create. Pressure, while the rest of KOLESIE want to jump in. Innocent can't quite have the impact on KOLESIE. Massively behind. Sure, the plays from HyperSpirit are low, which is what BLani is trying to exploit.
Oh,
and he might be able to do it superbly.
No,
okay, now there's the info. You know where Star Players is, but Friend has not closed the distance soon enough. Little did he know, if he was in that fight with a pistol, close quarters, there could have been a chance in the round, but they run out of time also.
I mean, smoke take, right? So that's leaving you with a couple gaps, but now because of not utilizing all of these nades, you have a lot on the defense.
Good first shot from Friend. HE takes Chocardo and Dima's life down to 20 and 55 per piece. And Friend continues to rain terror. That smoke is shown previously to be fruitful for KOLESIE, but not so much for Innocent this time around. And Friend, wow, from the distance continues to rain terror.
That's so
weird. HyperSpirit are really struggling here.
Yeah, you can't really cross. You need to plant the bomb, but you need the smoke in towards short. It's all 2v4 and you're on an island surrounded. You should be going down.
And these Galils aren't going to make it easy for you either. Looking for those one-tap headshots, not going to go.
This is where all that damage from the previous round comes in hand, right? Because they just had the single flash. Second flash was a little bit late. Usually you want the first one to go up high, and then you want the second one to hit the ground into covering expectations, then a moment of surprise. I think the surprising part is how quickly they started looking very good with a different player, because they lost Flay right before the event, right? So in that sense, I completely agree with you. I feel like maybe you could be... You would have understood if they needed a little even more different, but I just feel like no matter who they pick up, they just know each other so well, and all of these players just like...
Although HyperSpirit wants to jump right past it, smoke drops, and somehow Exist is alive, but not till the end. As Adra on the start play.
No, KOLESIE is not in a bad spot. Unfortunate timing. He could have caught the bomb or caught the second player and then fall. The CTs are both in spawn, and they are moving closer towards the B bomb side. That might entice them to go. Now you spotted Dio. They're running B. They might not be ready for BLani.
Friend realized he was not being rushed there. Doesn't really take the safe route with the CT. Goes a little bit aggressive. BLani now tasked to handle it by himself. Molly, that is a huge block.
Do they have enough time?
With the Friend in mid, which now means you can cross freely into 8, 15 seconds, but you can shut down the rotation, knowing that BLani...
Looking for a
I just saw the HE fail.
Yeah. Nice flash.
Ooh, doesn't matter though. Chocardo, that is an insane entry, double kill. And with that, that's a B-side take. That is basically the round.
Yeah, so... It is very funny seeing how you've lost players in towards the extremities and back-to-back by round. So either you start taking long with 3 people.
What HyperSpirit have been doing is impressive, leading the field. This time trying to catch Friend off.
Ooh.
Smart play from Exist this time around to close the distance. Well, making presence node in long. Friend there though. And that is definitely a reason to back out. Ooh. A bit of, you know, delayed information.
These guys that would just pull out nades all the time. And when I play with some of the older guys that were playing for more Valorant, yes.
I actually heard by colleagues from Rainbow Six Siege that they're not allowed to say kill.
2 Molotovs, so this could be very decent. You could do the Avenger smokes, or you could just peek into the open without anything.
That should be a decent molly as well.
And
it
fail
lands
the
a little bit late. So
Yeah.
2 have already crossed by. But Friend, he's being such a menace. No matter where he stands, he's impossible to handle. There's even this gap before the smoke he can work with. Takes one down before he falls. A quad piece for Friend. And he truly is a terror on the server.
That was a little bit of a scrappy exit.
That's quite impressive.
Ooh, nice
Raga
shot.
wants a piece of the AWP pie, though.
It was just jump spotting, so this is not even on him. He was playing it safe. Raga's just able to bring that hero op into action. This is going to be a very late attempt. They're going. Why?
Well, Raga's going to show even with the only rifle available, it can find impact.
See, if they had more money, I'd say you're not losing anything, but you are losing a lot right now and for nothing. That's one of these moments where I'm not really sure if they knew whether they wanted to go for it or not, and it's probably one of these situations where they get the kill with...
Smoke breaks once again. Just damage extended onto Glotchu. It's a one-on-one then, eventually. Jokando is thinking about it, but he's here on alert. It feels like HyperSpirit want to go for that A-long play, but with that pick, this one you don't actually. If you want to have a buy for the next round, KOLESIE in big trouble.
Now surely they're safe.
Decisive movements. If they found the pick there. Oh, they're going for it yet again. Adron even blinded, able to find one, and that makes it just
like they should have had a bigger lead. But now, could be a tight score. Friend won't be able to get that final exit kill, and it's not a LORGAR. I'll say it to you after the map.
I'm very curious now, Ted. Don't do me like this with curiosity.
I think it is too,
yeah, but it's not that good of a world for KOLESIE to live in. Especially after that happening in mid.
God.
Oh dear me, Chocardo and Raga had that one locked. They were 5 steps ahead. Crazy how the long distance fights goes to the MP7's favor instead of the AK, but have you taken quite a bit away from your opponent? Chocardo caught initially. So KOLESIE looking to be fluid in this one, reactive. Raga, though, has to hold his ground at least for 1 or 2 to put HyperSpirit in charge. But it's Adron instead in mid to get the damage across, but KOLESIE fall to no one. Bielani, that is snappy shooting for him. KOLESIE waiting for the first sets of HGs to be thrown, and now they make their move. Dibba didn't expect that what was coming. There is some answers back from the 5-7s, but with KOLESIE able to jump spot.
He should be dead.
Should be.
Oh,
that's an excellent flash, but I'm sure Slayer players would have loved to have a rifle with him there. Or it could have been a different scenario completely. Maybe an AWP, a collat, that would have been juicy, but it feels like this round's fate has been written.
They're all
trying to get the higher ground, and you're right, the HP bars are less than optimal for the KOLESIE group. Adron brings it down to a 1-on-1, and now he might just be favored. Adron, the 1v3. And I'll tell you what, Ted, it feels like KOLESIE are always making the right steps. But it's just individualness from HyperSpirit, them being able to read the scenario nicely, that gets them right back in. And in very annoying...
He's got a timing. He's got a very good timing. Oh, God. Now there's the chance.
Has to respect him for now, but now shows his position. Gets away with 1, although exposed for too long, which Friend is able to handle. 2 versus 2, but it's so damn fickle. Raga on 5, Bielani on 8. Both sides struggling on that HP department. Friend through a box. And now Star Player is trying to clutch up, just like his teammate did moments ago. But this time, Friend able to balance the situation.
Teammates are going for a B-pop. He's the only one starting middle. Adron needs to be very careful. He's got no help.
It could be big, but the spray down could be just bigger. Adron, an insane triple. And you thought this was a buy round from KOLESIE? Think again. It goes down as if it's made of paper.
Wow. Honestly, Dave dodged the ball as there was no minimap when I was saying look at the minimap as well.
I mean, you'd expect that one to be there, I know. Which is why you prepared your words to say those things. KOLESIE. As we turn our attention towards them, friend, stop it. Ted, I'll do you one greater.
A very smart game with the op on the T side and on the CT side. Star Players is on the boost though, and on low HP, just mowing people down. Oh god, they can't go anymore. They've been stopped by a 9 HP player, and now Dima's arrived. Innocent has been able to finesse them. He will get a bomb plant. No one's looking.
My god!
Get the kill, sprint, plant the bomb.
He's out! He is out!
Get the money.
Oh, Innocent.
He's guilty. Imagine he wins this, by the way. They're still waiting in towards B. They didn't want to. Or is it?
But anything can happen. That's 1 out of 3 flashes available to them. Gone, and you're right. Playing that angle was not going to work for you. Who pulls the trigger first? Ragga's got a wide angle, so I don't think Friend is positioned correctly for it.
Nope.
Yep, there you go. Oh, smoke fades, and not a situation which favors them. KOLESIE, that's got to hurt the psyche. Glotchu finds one, but you don't really have much time, and you're surrounded. You've yet to deal with Dima on site, and he's wanting to give us a bit of a show of his own.
Just scale up and run the op down.
Yeah, but look at HyperSpirit, how they responded, leaving B door straight away, so it's just going to be a catwalk cross for now. Ragga finds the first one, but KOLESIE demands side control. They will get the bomb down here. The question is, how many rifles can they find? They've only got the 1 pixel Galil for Bialani. They're going to move right back for catwalk. Try and get a collapse here. There's an anti-flash, but Exist gets 2 before that even comes into play. It's ridiculous. HyperSpirit in trouble. Sure, they've gained side control. KOLESIE need to stop this defuse from happening.
They don't have a smoke. They have the defuse kits, but no way to cover.
Dima playing aggressive. He's going to use his weapon as cover. He might be exactly what he needed. Ragga doesn't know where the final play is. Now he's got that information relayed. You're probably not too happy about this.
No, not really. I mean, if you're anyone from KOLESIE, you're not too happy, but Friend keeps delivering.
He really wants this, man. Kicking and screaming on the server. Oh, the timing could be everything here with this mid push. Dima able to convert it right back to a 4 versus 4. And it always feels like there's one smoke blocking B. It's just like impossible for KOLESIE to move into that without their chipping away at this T side. To square things up, oh, that gets a little bit too difficult. Ricardo is able to find one before he falls, but in the meantime, you need to be careful of this B push. Now there is 1 player defending per side, but Glotchu wants to get here quickly enough before the second player comes into fruition. That won't be happening. Hypers. Here we go. Players into the site. Solo for now, but he's got Ragga joining in quickly. KOLESIE quite explosive with this, but Ragga is so damn clean. And with that, you've got a couple left for KOLESIE. You can get the bomb down, but Bialani wanted to play aggressive, and that's exactly what he'll be doing. What's next? Bialani wanting a piece of that damn pie and takes as planned, like you did allude to. HyperSpirit have got a decent hold here, but that Molly's going to prohibit the rest of the players arriving. Dima is able to shut the life down of 2. Thankfully, 4 star players going down without the kill would have been devastating.
Yeah, Innocent is low on HP
this direction for now. They use a smoke to isolate one of these angles. Glotchu is in trouble, and indeed the flash does have impact. Innocent, the one with the rifle, lowest the health, finally taken down. But at what cost? Because 2 players have been dropped from HyperSpirit. You're left with the 1, and Friend knows exactly where to look.
Middle. Oh, God. What?
No! What? Oh, well, this is not the first time we've seen Dima pop off with a deagle.
You win the pistol, you win the anti-force, and you drop around against the anti-eco. This is... That's...
Good shot from Ragga. Smoke. And that will deny the connector crack from KOLESIE. So now they've only got 1 area in which they can approximately come through in HyperSpirit.
All right, there it is.
Slightly delayed, but it will come through eventually.
Burning.
Ardron, yeah, he ends up falling as well before he's able to turn into a kebab. And this is the turnaround we were talking about.
Technically, the execution was great out of KOLESIE. What should you be doing if you're HyperSpirit?
Especially with the rest of the KOLESIE players trying to break into connector. Thing is, one will be a little bit delayed, so I wonder what the response from HyperSpirit will look like. Adron, that's a great jump up. No repercussions, at least early doors. Exist can now cross into the site quickly, and Adron trying to balance his attention for 2 directions, gets shut down because of it. Innocent, not converted. Aggression. All the timing is superb. Delays pulling the trigger. Now pays attention to Palace, which is the right call, given where Loku is. And now you're down to Innocent. 25 seconds. 2 players you're now still dealing with a player teetering down mid. You're going to have to play aggressive. Woo! And Star Players takes the fight to him. And Exist gets away with a lot. The Countdown knows there's a timing here. Pays attention to it, but Exist finding that shot first does create an element of uncertainty on the CT side. Thankfully for HyperSpirit, there is a response, and Dima takes up that nest angle nicely. And with that, KOLESIE falling deeper and deeper in the pit. No ladder, no rope, nowhere to go. We're tabling the turns. Bounces off Star Player, so you know there's one nearby. But somehow still able to get away with one. That felt a little bit unrealistic, but Exist, thankfully for him, he's able to find yet another. But does it matter when the rest of the attack is shut down? KOLESIE overdoing it on many occasions when they split their attack. One, or at least one, has been quashed every single time.
Friend needs to go nuclear again. He's not ready for the boost. Spotted out. Next shot. Still alive, but will just get run down through the smoke.
One delivering the bullets on his opponents. Receives a ding to the face. Touched by Molly, down to 5 HP. And here is Exist trying to make it work for KOLESIE. Adron, though, and Dima, Chocardo, all of them finding their picks. Golochu is in a very lonely world right now, even though his guns have friends. 2 dualies. Plenty of bullets to try and go about this, but the angles...
Triple MP9, 1 Desert Eagle, scout for a friend. Running an automatic A stack, and they have lost their only player in towards B2 players, and now they know it's free.
And he's got a very pivotal position in case KOLESIE change their mind and go for the push, but it feels like they know that they're going to make this blow a quick one. Even chasing to deny the SMGs or any sort of weaponry is available here. See if you can, you know, in the best case scenario, they jump into you and you've got a bit of a solid hold going on, a bit of a fortress. In the worst case scenario, you save with most of your players. Neither has happened. KOLESIE being a little bit quieter this time around, and Innocent being sneaky in apartments. It's going to cause some issues. Hadron, nice pre-fire. So the tables have been evened up quickly. Scales, at least. Friend wins this individual duel over to the A side, but the important one is here on B. Exist can't hold his ground long enough, but at least someone's got his back. A 2v2 seems fathomable, doable for KOLESIE. And Adron losing his life has put Rag on the back for AWP in hand. Ooh. Misses the first shot, and that will be his downfall. KOLESIE answering before...
Not saying they're incapable of letting this one slip, but...
True. I mean, it goes both ways. No, you look at it.
He's so quick.
Bialani is looking no more. Gets his eyes...
Oh, no.
That is huge from Star Players. Innocent able to convert on his position, but he's given away his angle, which Adron is going to try and shut down. Low on health and finally done by Chocardo's as Deagle. The drop from Palace supersedes. And now KOLESIE trying to play catch-up. Friend is keeping the far distant angle, but it doesn't feel like HyperSpirit are going to peek it anytime soon. Exist needs to do most of the heavy lifting. A couple of low players, but somehow not connecting on any of them. That is a rough world to live in for Exist. A rough reality for KOLESIE, going down 2-0, but a 13...